We were on top of the situation. And before your arrival, sir, in a meeting with the Fulani and other non-indigenous here, as I speak, they are still around, sir. And I want to assure you that relatively the local government is calm and peaceful. We try to equate it with other LGAs in the state. We can say that among the first three in the local government in the state. Once again, sir, you're welcome to the palace of the Yasser for them. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you, sir.
My Excellency, Obaseki, you are welcome to Udo community. Yes, I was told about a few days ago that you'll be around today. It's about our security, especially the herdsmen. The challenges have been on for a very long time. But with the Udo community, we always curb the situation at any time. When there is problem between the farmer and the cow rearers, that is the herdsmen. But unfortunately, they were coming, some herdsmen were coming from somewhere, but mistakenly they were shot. I don't know what happened to them by the roadside as they were going to Gobazwa, old road. I don't know what happened. But give thanks to Almighty God, the situation is calm. The chairman of the local government, the DPO, and myself, we have been on it for a very long time. But as for the farm, really the farmers, the real farmer, who build farmers and environment, yes, they always complain about this herdsmen. It's a very big problem. Though, when something of that nature happens, they report the matter before me. I have to call immediately to settle the matter between the herdsmen and the farmers. So we have been on it for a very long time. We have not too much problem here. So thank you very much. God bless you. You are all welcome. Oba talk by.
Father, yes, Nudo. Chiefs and traditional rulers of Udo and environs, the State Commissioner of Police, the Brigade Commander of 4th Brigade, the Command Civil Defense Corps, so the government of Edo State, we are on a fact-finding tour around some parts of the state today to assess the security situation, particularly as it relates to farmers and herders conflicts in the state. As a government, we do not believe that we should politicize security. It is important that we get the facts right and to understand what exactly is going on. We had reports about a crisis or impending crisis around this axis. We've also had all sorts of anxieties and, well, I will call them speculations in social media about herdsmen being pushed off from neighboring states into this area, and the escalating crisis or impending crisis as a result of. So glad to hear from you that, yes, you have situations that have resulted into conflicts between herders and farmers. Our position is that we have to manage this crisis like you have done, carefully. Like I said, we should not politicize the issues of the herdsmen in our society. We do not accept the situation of anybody herding with AK-47s and dangerous weapons. We also understand that, and we have evidence that there are bandits and criminals who pretend to be herders, but who undertake other criminal activities, such as kidnapping, in the name and guise of being herdsmen. I've always argued that we should separate these people and deal with each one accordingly. Today we are here to just do an assessment, undertake an assessment ourselves, and to come and assure the people of Ovia Northeast, Ovia Southwest, and Udo and its environs, that there is adequate security. I mean, adequate security being provided by the government of Edo State to protect the lives and property of Edo people. The security structure of Edo State has been rejigged and revamped. Our brigade commander, Brigadier Sadiq, is new, and he was posted here for a purpose. Our Commissioner of Police, Mr. Philip Badi, is new, and he was posted here for a purpose. We also have a new director of the DSS who unfortunately had to travel out to Abuja. Our commander for civil defense is also relatively new. I had to go to and personally request, in some cases, for this very, very professional and experienced hands when it comes to security. There's so much we have been doing as a state, and we cannot discuss security matters in the press, and we will not. And we also will not accept any situation where people want to use the security challenges we're currently experiencing to destabilize our country, because we have no other country. Every country has its own challenges and looks for ways to resolve those challenges. No doubt we have major security challenges in the country, as indeed the whole of the Sahelian region. And I think leadership in this country should be responsible and make sure that we focus on the specific crisis, some of which is not anybody's doing. Some of the crises we have in the subcontinent today has to do with environmental challenges. So we should all come together and look for ways to confront these emerging security problems and not begin to take it out of context because of cheap political gains to create crisis in the country. I want to assure you, Aya said that whatever you observe, whatever emerging situations that could lead to crisis, please, as usual, just pick up the phone and call. In fact, we have established a command and control center in Government House where reports can be made instantaneously and there will be a response immediately. I want to thank you for continuing to provide leadership and to assure you of my unflinching support for the progress of not only this Udo, but all the communities around. I received a WhatsApp message a few days ago from one of the Odionways of one of the communities around here, Ugolo. Have you been able to contact them? I had said you should go and contact them so that we get the exact situation report on what is going on in those communities. We will pursue every case we hear about. Please continue to have faith and trust in your government. Thank you very much.
Name be Muhammadu Buhari. I lead Muhammadu Buhari, not President. Muhammadu from Kauri Arisa. So I'm leading Obokada Junction. This will be a South local government. We and our people, Fulani, we have a Fulani camp, almost 20-something camp. More than 20-something years I was there. We with our people here. So please, the government and the traditional rulers and some other people, the supporters. We need peace for our local government. The headers of the government, supporters. We have other thing in a grant, one of last week on that issue. We believe by the chairman local government was around, he will solve that issue about some other our men, why we say they attack. So we don't know what am I doing this issue. They are killing the last week, but no, when something don't happen, we have to investigate to know what's happened. So we are going to, we are going to the from state CID, but we'll still come back to resolve that matter. We suffer, but inshallah. But I see government advice of all. We are coming all Fulani people, about 50-something people. We discuss with them before the government come. So this issue, we will see this short issue. Then we, for the national rulers, Fulani, or for Obia South, we agree for the traditional ruler. We join the work together. We have our family here. We have our children here. And they go to 5 years of this Obia South here. Please, the government help us support. We need to join, work together. It's night, morning, time. We believe, we agree. We are join ourselves. Then I told my people, everybody now, you must register yourself of this Obia South. Without that, we will not allow anybody come. That's our own matter. Agree together, this government.
Same to your entourage. Well, we are happy that you are here with us today. This issue of cattle prices is a problem in Obia South. If you don't say it's a problem, we are telling lies. Most of our farmers find it difficult to go to their farms based on risk of threat to their life. But we are appealing through you to call them and also educate them on how to live with their host community. They have been, many of them have been living with us before. We never had what we are having now. So what caused the immediate changes is to find the root. And when we are able to get the root, I think solutions will follow. Thank you, sir.
I stand on the existing protocol. Well, the police situation is very clear. If there is any dispute, any crisis, we come in. And for this issue here, we are putting our best, and we still want to do it to ensure that there is peace in this place. I'm happy about what the elder statesman said there. If there is we have been living together for a long time, and if just now things begin to crop up, we should be able to find out what is causing it and how to find a solution to it. That will be a long-term research and for us to do it. Nobody enjoys crisis, and nobody is progress with crisis. And I'm sure that just as His Excellency says, we should be able to separate crime, criminality from normal human beings. Yes, we have farmers, we have herders. They are genuine ones, and they are criminals. They are criminal ones among us. So we should be able to separate. What the police do is to separate crime and treat crime as a crime. So that is what we have been doing. And I'm happy also about what the Seriki Fulani say, that they are ready to live in peace with the community. They have acknowledged the elders and owners of the land. And that brings about solution. They are not fighting for land. And what we also want to pray is that they shouldn't allow children to be raiding these cattle to the farm. They should allow the elders, the big ones, the mature people to lead these cattle so that they will not stray into the farm. Because instances of cases where we have investigated far, we found that some of these cattle that stray to the farm are led by children under, and they can easily get annoyed. So I want to plead with them that they should allow older boys, older men to lead these cattle. I'm sure they themselves are not finding it easy with some other Fulanis that are coming in. They are also affected, and they are doing everything possible to fish out. That's why I bring about the issue, so that we can identify who is living with us. These are good moving forward. And I want to plead with our father this place that you be patient with us. We will solve this problem, will be solved. And I'm happy you are on top of the situation. Anytime, any day, whether both day and night, call on the police. We will respond appropriately. We are here to serve the good people of Edo State. Thank you, sir.
The member station area, Alhaji Muhammad Buhari, for coming out today. When you heard that I was coming to Udo to find out myself what is going on, I sent message yesterday and they told me that today many of you will not go to the farm and you wait for us. I want to thank you. The problem between herdsmen and farmers is not a new one. As the Seriki Fulani or Seriki Hausa said, many of them have been living here for many years, more than 20 years, and they have lived with you together in this community. And as our leader said, what has changed? Something has changed. The herdsmen we used to know, who used to follow their cattle with stick, they are not longer the type we see these days. As the commissioner said, you will see small boys who don't know anything, who are now following cattle inside other people's farm. And when they challenge some of them, they go and bring out AK-47. That is not the type of herdsmen we know. That is not the type of Hausa Fulani that live with us. But I'm very happy with what Alhaji Buhari has said, that we must know everybody who is here, who lives in this community. Anybody who say he's a herdsman cannot just carry his cattle and say the cattle should be moving around this area without you giving them paper. So that if anything goes wrong, we know who has done it. The problem we're having now is that some of these people who say they are herdsmen, they are not your people, they are not the people you know. Some of them carry automatic weapon and use it to kidnap people. That is not the one. That is not what we used to know. We know most of you are peaceful people. Most Fulani and Hausa people in our community are peaceful. they've done business and they continue to do their own business. But there are some of them who are coming now who are criminals. And they are giving Hausa Fulani a bad name. So you have to help us for us to bring them out. You also help us so that we can protect you. You understand? Government, I am very, very, I'm governor of everybody in Edo, so I have to protect everybody in Edo. But you have to help us so that we do not risk the lives of ordinary and hardworking Hausa Fulani people in our communities. I don't want us to politicize security. We have to make sure that all those people who are carrying out criminal acts, we fish them out. Serenki, you have to help us. You have to give us information. And we will protect that information, and we will protect the people who will be given that information. Because when they come, people see them. They speak a language. You know that this person, we are not sure. If you can quickly give us information, we'll move to make sure we stop the activity. The second issue is that of people's cows just going into other people's farm. Why we are worried is it's not, it's bad enough, say if your cow will go chop another man's farm. But when they come carry gun, come they shoot the person and get the farm. No problem there. We form association, there's committee in every local government and is supposed to sit down to discuss the issue of these herders and farmers. Chairman, that committee must meet, and every case that come up, you must let us know. I also hope that we can now create area where those cattle can go. They cannot live there. Because, Alaji, the days when they take cattle waka for many, many miles, it don't pass. And shall say, our father, feed, create land and an area, and they will grow grass. I'll give them money, make them grow the grass when cattle they eat. Make the cattle they that side. Make them know they go other people farm. So that when we come over here, we now say, okay, if you go this side, now there cattle day. Outside there, we don't want to see them for the other area. You understand? And then go get the food when they eat, then go fat for there. So that way, we will reduce this conflict between the cow people and the farmers. Is that clear? So in this meeting, we're going to discuss, look at other areas. Because one thing, when constant for life, not change. We're not going to do the same thing when we do 50 years ago, 100 years ago today. It's not going to work. We have to look for a way to change the way we do things. But the one, when the warriors pass, we say there are some bad people, criminals. Some of them not be Nigerians. Even though they speak Hausa or Fulani, they not be Nigerians, we know. Those people, they get their own agenda. Now then they do kidnapping. And when they do this kidnapping and they take this money, what did they take and do? They take and buy more guns, so they do more kidnapping. Those people now we don't want. And we must drive them out of Edo State. See those two boys when died that day now, we don't know who killed them. Because too many guns for people's hand. And many of these people, they bring the guns, come. So the message from me be say, make una committee, make una sit down, make una talk. Make una also help government bring information At least when I see something, not keep quiet. Bring them out. Tell us. Tell somebody quiet. They're not going to know who talk. They're not going to know who give the information. Soldier day, police day, DSS day. We will look for a way to go block them so that everybody will be safe. When I hear me, as governor, I'm not going to leave una alone. I'm not going to leave una. Make anything happen to una. I be governor of everybody for Edo State. Governor of Edo people and non-Edo people. I'm governor of Hausa people, governor of Fulani people, governor of Ijaw people. Anybody when they Edo State, I be the governor. And I don't swear to the Constitution, say I must protect una. But una go help me, give me information, give us information on how to help una. We don't open special telephone lines for government house when we call command and control center. You get many things when we do. Now go see say we get some constables now when we don't train for everywhere. There are many other things when we do with security. Our CP, he just come. He gets a lot of experience for security. Our brigade commander, he just come. Our director of DSS, he just come. Everybody when they in charge of our security in this state, they all come in the last 3 months because we want make sure, say, we fight the issue of security in Edo. Before I complete my small speech, let us separate the issue of security from politics. When I go to read for internet, they're going to circulate the same story about people, you know, oh, and I saw this thing happen here, and those things happen here. Many times, most of those stories not true. Now, just to create anxiety, some people not happy, to create problems for Nigeria, to destabilize the country. They're going to circulate fake news and bad news. Yes, we are not saying that there's no security challenge. There is. But let us focus and deal with those security challenges in the interest of our country. People should stop making unguarded utterances about security and the security situation in this country. Such statements do not help the security situation. And at the end of the day, all of us will be at risk. I want to thank our royal father, Yes Nudo, for the leadership that you continue to provide in this area. I want to thank all our community leaders for speaking up. I want to thank you for helping us with solutions. Our market women, do not be afraid. Tell the women that we will protect them. Sariki, we trust you. You have been with us. You are one of us. Let us all work together so that we can bring peace to Edo. I thank all of you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Oga don't go.
Excellency, here in Tanzania, Rubio Fukuli, to say present His Excellency. Also present is Papita is here. Very kind looking, representing the Odionwe of Mr. Paul Asimia, Vigilante is here, the head of the altars is here, past, and also the court that follows. Secondly, second on the way, as usual, they have started burning the bush again. The Herdsmen, again, the land given to Dufri, Katuhosa, and Ohen. That is the area we found them this night. We are wondering why they continue to stay in the bush. Because last year, His Excellency was here and directed that they should leave the bush. They left. And people were very happy. 3 months later, they came back. What pains us mostly is that yesterday in Uboke, in Okopo ward, somebody was going to his farm to go and carry over 500 plantains that he bought. Getting there, they have caught them and cow was eating them. The guy has to run back. So, His Excellency, we are happy you are here with the Commissioner of Police, the Army, the SSS, and all other security apparatus. We want to appeal that they join our vigilantes and our hunters to do what we did last year. We don't want to fight anybody. We want them to leave the forest. Government has been saying, and people have been accepting government decisions, leave the forest, profile, let us know those who are with us. If you believe that you does not kill, if you believe it does not do cattle rustling, if you believe it does not join in firing the bush. Finally, somebody has just told me that, again, the electricity in this area is not connected. And as a result, they find it difficult to make a phone call. And most of them are farmers. They are finding it difficult to also buy diesel. And if the light is connected, it will also help them. And the hunters are farmers. They also appeal to government that any time the farmers' loan is shared, the vigilantes and the hunters who are farmers should also be remembered. And finally, His Excellency, a note has just been given to me, maybe just a question or reminder, that they are aware that the year budget has been passed. and His Excellency promised the old road to be done. Thank you, His Excellency. God bless you. A welcome address presented by Richard Amayo to His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, on behalf of the Enogi, His Royal Highness Prince Obaseki Akinzwa, elders, and the good people of Odiri, on his visit to Odiri on the 9th of February, to an amiable, devoted, purposeful, and dynamic governor, on your victory at the polls, which we all prayed and worked for, and also your victory at court. Your victory was God ordained. No wonder your name, God win. We are most appreciative of your prompt response to our cry. In this very trying time, where the Fulani herdsmen are hell-bent on taking over our farms and our entire source of livelihood, our forest. With your presence today, we are rest assured that safety in human embodiment has come. Our hearts are full of gratitude. Like the proverbial Oliver Twist, permit us to appreciate you, one, on your choice of our son, Honorable Monday Osagbovo, whom you have taken on drive that brought about the coming of Dufe to our land, which will open our village to become the fastest growing city in Ovia Northeast. Suffice to say, sir, that with the coming of this company, our source of livelihood as an agrarian society has been taken out of our hands. We then wish to appeal to His Excellency to use his veto power to grant to us the space of land between Odigi and Okomo Oil Palm Extension 2 as our buffer zone, so that our farming activities will not be truncated and rural/urban migration might not become the resultant effect. We equally wish to remind His Excellency of your earlier promise to link our communities to the national grid, as well as the reconstruction of our old road to enable free and fast movement of our farm products to Benin City. Finally, we pledge to cooperate with any action that will be taken by His Excellency to get these criminal herdsmen out of our forest. We also wish to solicit for audience with you to enable our Enoge and the elders discuss important matters. 4+4 of Bani.
Your Royal Highness and my brother, Prince Obaseki Akinzwa, 4th Mechanized Brigade, the Commissioner of Police, community leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone wado babava. Today I'm here again. You know I'm one of you. I can trace part of my roots to this community. That is why every time and any time I get a call from you, I am instantly moved to make sure we take immediate action. I am happy that you continue to maintain the peace. I am happy that as a result of the meetings we had the last time, you've organized yourselves, you've organized vigilantes, and you have taken the security of your communities seriously. And you have also put in your own resources to secure your community. I really appreciate all you have been doing. Unfortunately, we're here again. It's usually at this time of the year. But we will not allow continue. I wish you invited the leaders of the Hausa Fulani community to this meeting because they live in the community. It's important that next time we do, and when we are having meetings like this, that we bring them. What I'm doing now is to make sure that we separate the issue of security from that of politics. That's why I'm very happy with what you are doing here. I'm very glad with the messages and the addresses I heard from your representatives. We will not accept the issue of criminality in our communities. We've always lived with herdsmen who look for places for pasture. And those ones we know have always acted responsibly because they own those assets, they own those cows, and they are their property. But the ones we are seeing now clearly behave as if they're doing more than herding. We know that many of them rustle cows and bring to these parts so that they can fatten and quickly sell them. The way they are behaving here, I'm sure that is how they stole those cows and quickly brought them down here. So they are criminals, and we will take care of them. I'm glad you said that you've always lived with the Hausa Fulani community in this place. So that is, coexistence is not a problem. The problem you have is the criminal elements who now go and occupy the forests rather than come out and go to the areas that you've given them to graze. That's why I'm here with the brigade commander and the commissioner of police and the director of DSS. Immediately we will swing into action. Immediately, we will swing into action and commence an operation immediately, working with your information from your vigilantes to clear them out of our forests. Anybody who is going to graze or herd their cattle here must be known to us. They must register with the community, so that there's somebody we can hold responsible. We don't want what happened a few years ago to happen again, where the anger was now spread. Brigade Commander, CP, when we finish, we'll have the conversation. I'll give you the history as we plan the operations to vacate these criminal elements from the forests. Your security is my main concern, and I will make sure, by the grace of God, I make this place secure. I haven't forgotten any of my promises. I made them. You didn't force me to make them. The road, I'm surprised that you haven't been connected, because, Honorable Sakobo, we have made all the payments. We have made all the payments for the connection. We paid our own contribution. I'm sure Kumoa also made their own contribution. So I will find out why that connection has not been done. In terms of the road, yes, you are correct. The budget has been passed. The survey has been done. And before the rain starts, we'll start work on your road. I'm here to appeal to you to continue to maintain the peace. We will not leave you alone. And in terms of financing, I remember that under our Independent Farmers Initiative, we gave fertilizer and inputs to members of this community. Okay, so this time around, it will be a priority. Honorable Sagobo, please note, okay? So that we can give what they need before the next planting season. By the grace of God, we will not experience what we experienced 2 years ago. And we'll continue to protect all of you, particularly our women, so that they can go back to their farms. Thank you very, very much.
Very impressed. It shows the passion in you, which you have demonstrated so far. You listen. It's a demonstration of your known passion for your people. So this visit didn't quite surprise us. It shows exactly who you are. And we are very grateful that you are here. Excellency, the people said we have enjoyed very harmonious relationship with these herders farmers over the years. But since the last 8 years, they have changed to be something else. And that is not good enough for our relationship. They come here with their cows, They go into our bush, they ambush our people, commit rape, and do all kinds of funny things to the people. Your Excellency, what is very funny, the cow does not go up to eat yam in the barn like this, as they tied it. What we do is that they will use cutlass to cut down the yams in the barn, and the cows will eat them on the ground. They will cut our plantain up, the cows will eat it on the ground. They will pull our cassava from the ground, the cows will eat it on the ground. The recent one they started doing since a few days ago now is that they are burning the bush to generate new leaves in preparation for new leaves, so that they have enough of their cows. Particularly, sir, we have Rodimbe Forest Reserve and Sakmomba Forest Reserve. This havoc is more in Sakmomba Forest Reserve. And the villages surrounding Sakmomba Forest Reserve are Ugo, Ugboko, Sakmomba, Obe, Igwelaba, Obozogbe, and so in Kobe. They are all surrounding this reserve here. Incidentally, we have also in this reserve 2 pipelines controlled by PPMC. We are requesting Your Excellency very passionately to tell these pipeline people to be grading the pipeline annually so that vehicles can be passing it. Because it has not turned into bush, they just go to the adjoining bush and then they put their huts. There is even a place we call Abaladi. They built a story building there. In that place, we don't even near it at all. Because the types of guns they are using, Your Excellency, I didn't even see it with our armed forces. I don't know where they got it from. So we are afraid to go into the bush. Sir, one of the reasons why we are also suffering this episode is this our bad road. Because we are forced to slow down our movement when we are traveling on this road. So they are able to hijack us instead of speeding. So we are also begging that it should be given attention. Your Excellency, sir, some of the people that their loved ones died. Okay. Your Excellency, sir, some of the people that their loved ones died are here. One of the family is not particularly here, but 2 are here. And I say the third one, he has come, okay. So they are here. We'll present them to you at the appropriate time. I will say so, sir. I want to remind Your Excellency that when the National created area commands in Abuja, Ugo was made an area command. But up till now, we don't know the reason why it has not been implemented. If they had the area command here, we would have had more policemen. When Bala created this police division in his time as Commissioner of Police, he posted 46 policemen. As I speak, Your Excellency, there are only 12 policemen in this station. So we have their guard at the gate, and then their oga, you find out that there's nobody to even do any patrol. So the important is that we need more policemen at this police station. We beg very seriously that the area command should be established here so that we can get more policemen. Your Excellency, we are not going to take you through a lot of things today, other than to say that we are grateful for the visit. We thank you most sincerely. We want you to do more of these visits to us so that you relate with us more, so that we are able to solve our problems very easily.
I welcome you all to this day. Seeing you in our midst for this time of need because of what happened in Ugo. Immediately when I got information, I quickly just put a text across to you, which you also acknowledge it. Then, lucky for me enough, the day we visited here, area command was on ground, the CP was on ground. In fact, all the security men, they all assisted me to the bush to recover those corpses of the dead ones. Your Excellency, I want to appreciate you for coming to Ugo today. Your Excellency, you know I keep on complaining every day about the Fulani herdsmen in my local government. That has been my major challenges in this local government. I started this race sometime last year. When I see to the system of their behaving in the local government, I give them 2 weeks ultimatum to leave my local government. I was annoyed in saying that because I was no longer comfortable with their system of operation. But a lot of people called me and said that is not how to do it. I said, okay, let us do it in this way again. Let the whole of them come out. If you want to do your legitimate business, you come out from the bush. Come out from the bush so that people can identify you. We have to carry on a database registration so that we know those living in our local government. But up to now, nothing was done. They remain adamant because they feel they govern they own the land and they own the bush. Our women, our mother, they are living in fear today. As you can see now, tomorrow is a Ugo market. They have a lot of plantain in the bush, getting rotty. They are afraid, they are scared of going to the bush. They can't go to farm, they cannot sleep with their 2 eyes closed because of the Fulani herdsmen in the local government. Your Excellency, I want to appreciate you for coming to Ugo. Yes, it is true that you are really people's governor, and they believe that, and we are all happy today. Your Excellency, as I have rightly said, we have 4 families here that was affected with this killing. They are all in mortuary as I speak. And we know that you have a lot you are doing, but we need your cooperation and assistance. Because as the local government chairman, Your Excellency, this race and this load is above my capacity, sir. I am crying to you, like I do before, that you should have to help me, sir, with all due respect, to make my people comfortable in this local government. Because, why? They have done a lot of damages in the local government, sir. Thank you very much. You are welcome, sir.
There are other traditional rulers who are here today. The elders of the communities around Ugo, extending to Oben and environs. Let me specially acknowledge and condole with the families of the bereaved who lost their lives in the unfortunate incident a couple of weeks ago. I am here today with the Commissioner of Police of Edo State. He is new. He has been here to investigate what happened himself. I'm also here with the brigade commander of the 4th Mechanized Brigade, Nigerian Army in Benin. He's also been newly posted to Edo State. They are also accompanied, please be seated, by the commander of the NCDC, the Civil Defense Corps, and the director of the Department of State Security. This is to tell you how serious we take what has happened in Ugo. We are here to know that we feel your pain, and that as a government, we are very concerned and we are worried, because the principal role of any government is to protect the lives and property of the citizens. This afternoon, we are not here to make speeches. We are here to find out for ourselves what actually happened and take certain decisions. I know this is not the first time it has happened, but we want to make sure that this sort of thing does not happen again in these communities. I want to thank you because you are peace-loving people. I know what other people would have done in the face of the provocation and the attacks that you have faced. I want to assure you that an operation will be carried out. I am very happy with the number of vigilantes I see in the community, which means that you have enough information. We are not against, like you have said, you are not against the presence of anybody who wants to come and do business here. Whether they want to come and herd their cattle or they want to do other forms of business, you are not against them. You are only saying that if they have to come here and graze, they must do it legally and lawfully. So therefore, we are going to undertake an operation where we vacate anybody who is not supposed to be in the forest out of the forest. Good enough, you have information as to their specific locations. The operations will be carried out to make sure that we root them out. They cannot have more arms than the Nigerian army. Do they?
No, sir.
So they will see superior firepower. We cannot bring back the lives of those we have lost. All we can do is to make sure we do not lose more lives. We will support the local government chairman to help and support the families of those we have lost. I am happy that you have not taken the laws into your hands. That is why I came here with the law enforcement agents to do what they need to do. And be rest assured, these people you see here, they have track record. They all have track record. They are new, and we deliberately went out to make sure we brought senior officers with experience to come and help us secure Edo State. I don't want us to play politics with security. We will deal with security as security. We will fish out those criminals. We don't want to join issues with all those who are taking advantage of the unfortunate situation on the internet, posting all sorts of fake and false information. They have their own plans for Nigeria. We have our plans for Nigeria. Our plan is to make Nigeria a strong and great country. The Commissioner of Police has taken note. This is an area command, and it will be so manned. I'm here with the Deputy Speaker of the Edo State House of Assembly, who is your son, Honorable Asoro. They have already passed the budget, and this your road is priority. So he will make sure that the contractors move to site quickly to come and repair those portions of the road that need to repair. So I want, once again, I want to thank all of you. I want to appreciate you. Criminals will not overcome us. I want to assure you that the state has enough power. We have enough resources to deal with these criminals in our society. Don't take the laws into your hands. Continue to behave the way you have behaved. And by the grace of God, we will not experience this sort of thing again in Edo State. Like I said, On behalf of the people and government of Edo State, I have come to commiserate with you. I have come to sympathize with those people who lost their lives. We will do what we can in our little way to support the families. I thank all of you and pray that God will continue to protect us. Look at talk by I will say oh.
Our respected governor, please permit me, on behalf of my people in Orion local government, to use my dialect, which I do. Ebo kusi na zele kenivi mazele yafe egbe biji aberi ma biji masoma on. Iyoni le matamia we e governor ri makami mania. Wiye kevano le liege ya mwekwe ni ya ujo boni ma o. Babe matani yafe no ruwe egbori mana no do amu magboria. Bebe na aya miewe aya di wutiya e. Awi ga ujo boni ma wa kama etagba ma governor. Your Excellency, sir. A Kenanaba operating now. Area 5 Joshua will read this pipeline. The security people, a police, a soldier, a pit, a Ubugo Joshua, a 5 Joshua will win in the forest area. Iyaba Evaniana meet. Now create a pity, now patrol, so that these people will be a little bit scared. So I will say that, sir, on behalf of all your people, Makabo Wakmo, a new time, Manorio, Mayafe, Mahon, Kuba Kebayafe, Noreyafe, Nobedo, Damehima, Nobeka, Nobedo, Damehima, Osaba, Wayafe, Ode, Abema. Oh, be manuano mao. Now, our governor, or time by where Honorable Chris we are talking. We know we can't go now, however, or Rukaru economic one, Osanika no again, we have a well. My affair, my maker, where Kemika, affair, no time. Manorio, affair, my radio papa. Why, Tabuko now, Pebo. About talk,